Good morning. Fun fact number 45, take two, because I forgot this last time and I was on a roll. So, fun fact number 45 is here and now. Um, it's a sunny day, but the clouds come and go. Got an artichoke on the stove a cooking. Um, was out late last night, got home at 2:30 a.m. this morning, and then I could hear my roommate throwing up at 6 a.m. this morning. I got up around 9 to get some coffee and my Pop-Tarts unfrosted, and needed to make another pot of coffee and stuff, and there were dishes everywhere, and the kitchen garbage was overflowing, and the garbage cans that I had set out Thursday night were still out there Saturday morning, and one of my roommates graduated from their college program yesterday and took off for New York right afterwards, but a lot of their stuff is here. They're coming back to pack up and take some of it with them and drive their car back, but their car is here. Their parents drove their car back, or his car back to the house and parked it, and they asked, "Oh, did they park it okay?" And I took a picture and they parked it fine. But when I got home, or actually this morning when I woke up with the garbage cans and the garbage overflowing and dishes everywhere and making a pot of coffee, before I even had my coffee, I went to go get the garbage cans and bring them in, but I couldn't because one of my roommates reparked the car. So it's right up against the hedge on the side and was right up against the garage. So there was and the basically it was like this, and where the garbage cans go were over here, and there was no way to get there. So then I had to learn how to drive a all electric vehicle using a card and stuff and figure out how everything worked. But I did, and I moved it. So at least there was room between the garage and the car so I could take the garbage cans in. Then I got the garbage and I took it out, the overflowing kitchen garbage, took it out, took all the dishes, clean dishes out of the dishwasher, put all the dirty ones in, and finally got my coffee and my Pop-Tarts. And I had to heat them up a little bit again because they got cold. So I didn't eat breakfast until like 10:30 a.m. so so it's still morning to me. And then I had phone calls and projects, and I'm doing a lot of paperwork. But when I originally did this, I forgot this, and I had I think I did it much better then. But basically, the here and now, there's been a lot of transitioning, a lot of issues, and in the upcoming fun facts, or not so fun facts, we'll be talking about some of the incidents that happened that have made it challenging. I've been misjudged. And those are the challenges, but there's also been some good things as well. Some frustrations, but also hope and identifying what is, and good stuff has been happening too. So I feel like, there's a sense of transition, there's a sense of stability, there's some things getting shooken up. And I was talking to a friend last night and who is depressed and stressed out because they're going through something that they've been married and they put in for a divorce 6 months ago, but then 3 months ago they tried to make it work again and it's not going to work. But where he lives with a group of people on a property with different dwellings, and the person who's going to be his ex-wife is going to live like 100 feet away from him. And the other people on the property think that's okay, and he's struggling with that. So he just wants not to see the person again. And I understand that. Going through my divorce, I went far away and dropped contact. So there's a lot of shifting going on. But if you're going through something right now, don't give up. Don't give up. Hold on and have patience. I've had patience. You can too. Um, I feel like there's a shift happening right now. And I think that not only in your personal lives, if you hold on, but in the world, there's going to be a shift for more empathetic um, actions and logical actions, and hopefully intelligent actions in the world, but also in your own life. I think the choices that people are going to be making are going to be more thoughtful and maybe even make the world a better place. And I think that's like late spring, early summer, but you'll see some of the movement happening now, and things are going to be shaking up, and it's going to be intense, but it's going to be actually pretty chill as at the same time and fulfilling. It'll be like you can breathe again. If you feel like you can't breathe, it'll be like you can breathe again. And I'm having some shifts towards stability in people actually seeing who I am, um, and not misjudging me, but I've also been misjudged. But people also trusting me and who I am, and that I will do the best I can to do the right thing, and usually the right thing by everybody. So I think that's part of it too. So I want, if you're struggling right now, hold on, don't give up, don't give up. Be depressed if you need to, be stressed if you need to, but find a way to alleviate those things so you're not holding on to them. And I think in the first take of this, I said something about if you go with the flow, if you, there's Dharma, which is water goes the way it goes. And if you kind of follow that, um, then you'll find where you need to be and what you need to be doing, not just for yourself, but maybe the world. And I also said that going with the flow, going with the water, going with the rivers, banks, and everything, um, is you usually find even if you seem to pass where you think you need to be, you'll always find your way back to that. Um, but sometimes you do have to go against the flow. Sometimes that's necessary in order to sometimes help others, but also to stop at a place that you missed. And so there's that as well. But if you feel like if you go with the flow and don't stop at a place that you missed, you might end up taking the long way around and going back there to get that. And things happen in their own time. I'm not kind of like a fate person, but I am a destiny person, kind of. But I believe in things happen the way they're meant to, but sometimes because of our own will, we kind of go against that. But I think we also can change what is happening, and it's not all predestined always. So have a little faith in yourself, a lot of faith in yourself, and have some faith in people that they'll make better choices that not only help themselves, but will help the world in general and to other people as well. That's what I'm hoping for. So that's kind of my here and now optimism, hopefulness. Like I said, a lot of things aren't going right, but a lot of things are going better, or at least connecting in a way. I mean, I've had vibes where I've really connected and I still feel connected, even though they weren't who they said they were. I still feel a connection. But it doesn't mean that's where I'm going to end up. Maybe that's just part of my stair-step process to get to where and to who and to what I need to get to. So that's kind of my here and now. I'm kind of chill. I'm kind of on the right path, but also getting detracted by and some negativity, but not that much really. Like if you misjudge me without getting to know me, if you have a filter that you're looking through that looks at me in a certain way, then you're not going to see me. And I'm not usually who people think I am. I was talking to a gentleman last night. Had to talk to a lot of people and hopefully help them believe in themselves a little bit more. But I was talking to a gentleman last night, and I guessed his age right on the dot, which he said was unusual. And he tried to guess my age, and he was probably about 20 years younger than I actually am, which made me happy. But other people said the same. And so that makes me feel like, even though I feel like I'm towards the end maybe of my life, that there's maybe because people think I'm younger, maybe I'll have more time to make everything right for my life and for other people's. I don't know. But that's my here and now. I think it's hold on. You'll be surprised at what comes next. Ciao, Bellas. Fun fact number 45.